tree, out of nesting material.
It's beautiful.
But Jake, no, don't burn it.
Oh no.
Starting our days again with Will It Burn.
There we go, folks.
Why? Because we want to get your attention.
Upon personal demand, folks were interested
That was picked up by glass.
in seeing the Will It Burn once again. Traditional move, and get a good close-up of that, Marcy, of those embers. Look at the way they're moving.
It has been brought to our attention there are other people doing the Will It Burn, but we want to comment. We will never waste food and recklessly burn it for no reason.
I have no interest in any human being eating a McDonald's breakfast sandwich, but they can be known to fill your stomach, so.
And I'd also say we don't want to burn any plastic something or others, because that's no fun.
Look at that sculpture.
Stinks in here and it's toxic, so.
We would love to know if you would put this on your wall, folks. Would you display this in your home?
One of a kind.
I wanted to throw it in the trash can, but we'd melt the trash can.
No.
So we'll take it to a bucket of water, folks.
You know what, Marcy, while you're here, let's talk about this.
Oh,
Earlier, yeah.
the shards here?
These
I
are
made those yesterday.
color shards that we're getting ready for our Valentine's Day class. They're small bits of color that Marcy blew up in these giant bubbles. And she will get to break them because they're going to become the Valentine's Day heart that we do for our classes.
It's white. The white. That's a red.
Pretty sweet,
Very
folks.
good for the butterscotch flavor.
Good day.
Oh, the
Good day.
stuff around.
All right, so we got lots to talk about because how many people saw the e-news? Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
I saw it.
All right. We have something special. It's been a long time coming. We did Patreon. We've tried LiveScale. We're trying all these different platforms, and YouTube has finally matched what we're going for. And so tonight we introduced the membership. Dun, 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 dun.
We've got a membership, folks. So we've done this before, and maybe we'll take it back over to the shop where it's a little warmer over here.
Someone get the door.
I guess it's actually
Get the
pretty
door.
warm back
Get the
here,
door.
but we don't have the recycle turned up too high right now. It's about 200 degrees lower than usual.
You want to stand in front of the glory hole?
But yeah, well, yeah, folks. So
Okay, the membership. So there's many questions you all have. We're going to talk about them repeatedly overnight. We got tech support, 2 people on the chat, so please ask questions. The membership is our way of giving back to you. Now that sounds kind of crazy. The Tuesday night shows, the Thursday experimental shows, those are free. They will always be free. But the membership is for the people that want to step up the game a little bit. There are some people that want to support us, and they're patrons of the art. They've been asking us, what can we do to support you guys monthly, just a little bit, that we can throw your way so that it helps produce these shows. So the membership, Sam's been working on these really cool emojis and like badges. So it's just a really cool platform that we can give back to you guys, talking about special events, talking behind the scenes, how we develop some of the products. And another question was, will these be tickets for like the pumpkin show and the holiday show? We're gonna get started. We're gonna do the Monsters show is gonna be the first show. If you have the membership, you get to attend for your membership cost.
So let's back it up a little bit right here, right now, because what we're saying, and if you didn't see the e-news, is that nothing's changing here, but traditionally for our VIP shows thus far, since the pandemic began and we've gone online, we've charged a certain dollar amount to buy a ticket to be involved in our VIP specific product, whether it was the pumpkin or we did a holiday show, and upcoming next is our first ever Monster Mash, where we're going to design and create monsters on a live feed. We're not going to do it on a separate platform anymore. This membership is for YouTube and YouTube only, and it's going to be where all of our videos already are. Holy, we got a gimbal situation, folks.
Mr. Gimbal, what happened?
Turn them off and turn them back on.
Sometimes you
So
hit the
sorry,
on-off
guys.
button. I've done that.
I didn't touch a button.
Oh, well.
There he is, Gimbal Man.
There we go.
So
So-
sorry about that.
What it
Pardon the
means
business.
is it's YouTube, folks, and you are getting the log of all of our videos, all of our content, and when we do our special VIP shows, instead of purchasing a ticket they start at usually 25 bucks. If you're a $5 a month member, a VIP member of the Glass Academy and supporter of what we do, you have entry to all the exclusive events we do, and which we'll engage more in throughout the show tonight and tell you what those kind of VIP exclusives are going to be. But there's going to be things, and we're growing with you, and we're going to learn as we go as well. Member shout-outs.
That's one of the things that will come on it, member shout-outs.
That's the truth.
So we're managing the tech side of things, and we're going to see how this all works. But yeah, members only live stream.
Yep.
When you sign up, it kind of gives you a list of everything that you'll get. We're open to suggestions. Some of the members would like to donate products to guests. So there's like different layers that we're playing with. Another question that someone asked is, how long is this introductory order? Because I hate, it kind of stuck in my head, but it's true. Like cable companies will be like, you're introductory, and then it changes the next month. We're starting at this $4.99, $5 level. We don't know how long it's going to stay at this rate, but we're going to start here, and when we're ready to add another level, we'll add it. It's not going to happen
It's
tomorrow.
all brand new to us.
Yeah.
We're growing and we're learning from the start of the pandemic, all the technology, everything we're doing. We, myself and Chris, got a hint of this when we did our Patreon show. If some of the fans from I think it was mid-time last year, we did on a separate platform, a show with my dad and I, and we charged $5 a month for that. And there was a lot of growth and a lot of interesting things we learned about it, but we're still at the very bare minimum of understanding the way this subscription type lifestyle works. And really that's kind of what everything is right now. Everything's subscription, so it's really up to you and what you decide is important to you in your lives. And if it's $5 a month, I think Netflix just went up to like $9.99 for the lowest level. So you think about us, and you think about Netflix, and what are the things you feel involvement in your life and want to support and financially support and just tell people about. That's kind of what we're joining into that area.
And so on that note,
We're going to get into the show.
we're going to get into the show. Do you want to go over the board with Marcy?
I'll go over the board. First, I do want to say, and we've just got to let people know, it's been a week now. Chris was out of town skiing,
Oh, yeah.
and Chris he did get COVID. It could have been on the plane. It could have been out in the Alps, but I think today marks
The Alps.
day 10 of him having COVID, so hopefully it's going to be going away. He's been testing daily, and we're going to see what happens, folks, but it's been really smooth for him.
And he's not happy because he's in his own separate bedroom and band. He is like on that side of the house.
But he does get to come into the studio, and he always has this opportunity, but he comes in late at night and has the studio to himself, and he's getting a lot of work done, so maybe it's a good thing overall.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
I appreciate the free test coming because I test every day.
Totally.
So
What are we doing?
What we are doing is,
doing?
watch this guy, your cardigan, your cardamom.
Oh my.
There you go. We're going over the board.
Board?
Cardamom, folks, is an amazing Indian restaurant in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and shouts out to them. But we are where, Marcy? Where are we today?
We are here in Durmore, Michigan, and we are currently streaming here on YouTube and Facebook. So definitely welcome all. Michelle is literally picking up her phone to watch all of the
we like to have the
comments.
chats on.
Yeah.
Hey, can you tell me why the show number is so big?
Because our amazing grandpa, my grandpa, Michelle's dad, called me and talked to me on the phone the other day after we gave him a gnome for Christmas. He's in love with our gnomes and watches our shows, and we got him and made him a gnome for Christmas, and he loved it. But he was telling me, hey, I didn't even know what show we were doing today because I couldn't even see it. So Michelle beefed it up. We've got a redesigned board. We have 3 custom orders tonight, but that's actually not up to par. These are custom order slots. And right here you see we have 1 custom order. We'll explain in 1 second. But folks, as you know, we're at the Glass Academy. We're in Dearborn, Michigan. Family-run business. Me and Marcy are going to be blowing glass tonight. Michelle's going to get on the pipe. And it's going to be a pretty good time. If you have questions, though, about anything we just talked about or anything throughout the show, and if you're brand new to the show, please, on whatever platform you're watching, drop a comment in there, drop an emoji. Like Michelle was saying, when you become a member, you're going to be able to pick your own customized, sweet, cool design by Sam little emoji. What are they called?
Badges.
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 Yes. YouTube
Like-
badges.
Emotes and
Ah.
badges, and you could pick out the slug, the Glass Academy slug, or even I think we have one for Batch now. She was just designing.
Yeah, there's a badge for batch, isn't there?
Batch is up
Okay,
next,
so-
as soon as we get the members.
All right, so we get more members, we get more badges, we get more stuff, and more stuff for you to play with and play
it's
along
not
with.
focusing, but there it is.
Super
man.
cool.
It's totally fine. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's totally fine.
It's going to be great. So we have a warm up. We're going to get warmed up. Marcy and I have been blowing all day, but we're going to get extra warm.
Yeah, it got cold around here because we turned off the hole.
It's a little chilly. We've got no custom order. We're going to work with our mugs. And as you may know, we are redesigning and really putting a lot of conscious intention and thought and design into our drinkware this coming season, as we have quite a few beautiful changes in the studio coming up. So we're going to get into a little bit of that design on the show here and talk about that. We do have for Marlene, who was our previous packer for all the Glass Academy products. She's traveling right now. We're going to make her a Glass Academy slug with a backpack on it.
Backpack.
She should be watching tonight.
Yeah, she explained the difference between hiking and backpacking.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Backpacking
she's
is
she's going
camping and
Yes.
working and grinding and
into
being
the
a
woods.
baller.
So we're going to tell you about her Instagram page because you guys might want to follow her. So, all right, show 146. Question of the night. You put your answer to there. And these guys are getting started. So Marcy's nice and tall. She's taking the glory hole door off.
How hot's that hole?
About 2,500 degrees. Like, this brick is glowing.
Yeah.
We use the brick to keep the heat inside the hole as it's warming up.
So she's putting it on top of this thing that I can't even reach. It's like I have to stand on a box to do this. So goes it. So warmer upper, it's staying with the theme of the table.
We're going to make a mug.
Okay. So
Cool.
what in the new year we're trying to look at like how we can answer your guys' questions better and get you information sooner. So one of the things was on Facebook, we put 3 mugs on there just to give you an idea of what was coming
All right, Marcy.
tonight.
A blue bit about this big, 3 coats of blue.
Oh.
We'll do 2 coats of blue, I think will be appropriate.
So we're all mic'd, so I will be very aware
Thank you.
when they are talking to be quiet.
I'm going to shape this up because this glass is 2,100 degrees. It's at its hottest point that we would ever be able to handle it on the end of a blowpipe here. And I want to get a bubble into this before Marcy goes ahead and gathers up our color pattern, which if you'd like to show them, I don't know if we want to let them know now, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna-
be going for our sweet new color pattern.
Okay.
Let's do salmon, actually.
So
Last chance.
Salmon.
Okay.
if you were in the studio this weekend, we had a little display and you could vote for your favorite. We had little pieces of paper on the table and you could put a little piece of paper in and tell us what you liked best and why. So
You
we
want
are
optics on this?
Yes.
testing one of the other colors we didn't have
Right
in the
into the
lineup.
schmold.
Let me see if I can show you. See how you can see that pattern on the inside? It's hard to focus the camera and show you the pattern. But this is a new mug. Look, against Marcy's sweatshirt, you can kind of see through it. This, we're calling it the thread pattern. We're gonna turn it into a fancier name, but for now, we're calling it the threads. And I think Robin's the one who mentioned
Give it a
that.
little point on it and you'll fit right in there, Marcy.
That comment. So Marcy's got some hot glass. She's gonna push it into one of these molds.
The taller, narrow one.
And what it's gonna do is create these lines on the glass. That's gonna make it look like the threads.
Now, what we have designed, and if you watched us on our experimental show on Thursday, you may have seen that design process going down, but we have the design of the mug established. Now we know what handle we want to do. We want to know what style thumb bit. We know what the color style application is, but now we have about 75 different colors to choose from. And we're going to design, we need to narrow it down to probably at max 6 different designs. Twist, twist like the wind. Beautiful.
Okay, so we discovered that we like
Good.
this pattern around
Nice
the
one,
middle
Marcy.
of the mug. Yes, right now it's like a bracelet around that. It's bumpy, it's raised, and our sample here is knots. You can see that pattern is completely pushed into the side of the mug,
I think we got to go for the classic move,
which is
the squish move.
squish.
Gonna squish it right down.
So getting it nice and hot in the glory hole. When he comes out, he's gonna roll on this nice clean marver.
Yeah, Michelle just wiped off the marble. When we've got 4 or 5 different colors up there and you're going in and out of the color, look at this color action. Sometimes little specks will get left over on the marver, and if we've got specks of like a brown or even a blue that we used before this, and I rolled over it right now, we'd have some mishappen blue speck within the mug. And that would be certified treachery, so it's very important that Michelle knows
Certified.
that move. Any other camera person wouldn't really know that move to wipe off the marble for us.
It's nice to have these talented glass or camera people. Does that mean I get a raise because I understand?
Michelle gets a raise, folks.
Slug handle thing, and
Okay.
grab some slug.
So I really want to push down this texture as much as possible. A little more of it will get pushed in as we expand it out. But I'm going to be deciding the shape of the mug here at this point. What's
So-
that squirmy guy doing?
This guy,
Yeah, that guy.
he wants to be a part of the mugs.
Slug mug?
Yeah, there's a guy on the chat who wants to see like the slugs being a part of the mugs.
Well,
How we
we've
do that.
definitely done quite a few slug mugs in our day. I don't believe it's going to be this particular piece because we've got an idea. I'll take a bench blow.
Okay.
So bench blow means Mercy's
Blow.
down at the other end blowing through the pipe. Jake can either verbally command her to blow or stop, or he can pull
Good.
the pipe out of her mouth.
I'm really thinking that a slug mug hasn't happened in a long time, so maybe not on this one since this is a color design.
This is our warm up.
Let's do it on the final mug of the show, maybe, or the second to final, because
Do you guys have eyes for the slug?
we do have to get some eyes up. Good call.
We don't put eyes on the mugs.
Well, we are going to be
We're
making a
doing
slug with a backpack.
Oh, right. I could grab the new ones.
Oh yeah, fresh eyes.
Yeah, so
We made-
you know
we
what
made
color
ours.
it is.
So for anybody who's new to the show, this is the mug process. This is something we love. I'm going to take a bench blow. Blow. This is the bread and butter good of the Glass Academy. Blow.
Another reason we like these mugs is you're going to
Good.
see this. It will take maybe 20 minutes or so to manufacture this mug. It's nice to see a whole process. Sometimes larger sculptures are interesting to watch, but they may take 2-3 hours to make. So one thing
Not
about
to
the
mention
gallery,
the prep work on them too.
yeah, one thing about the gathering point
Whoa.
we like is that
Pretty
you can
cat.
see a piece from start to finish in a relatively short time.
I mean, we try and do multiple pieces in a show. Last week, we only got 2 pieces done. And you think about 2 hours, and you look at any other YouTube video, they're usually not 2 hours long, but we're doing it. We're making it happen.
And sometimes people can edit the reheats out. Those are kind of nice.
So Marcy is holding the air within the pipe as I push back on the bottom here. So it's swelling out, holy zoom,
I know, what's it?
the bottom of the mug, just like so.
And you said this is salmon color, like
This is
literal
like a-
salmon.
Maybe not literal salmon, more like a farm-raised robotic salmon.
Okay.
No, but it does look a little bit light right now because the glass is so hot. This is a color, and I chose this color for the show, just a clear foot. On a counterweight, if you got them up. Counterweight, if you got them up.
So we
the
have
foot?
a problem
Foot,
here.
and then squish, and then counterweight.
Okay.
We have a problem in here. There's this guy, his name is Chris Nordine, and he keeps commenting.
Oh, God.
And there's so many questions I can't answer them all. What is happy hour?
This
Smoked
guy.
salmon. Jeez. All right, happy hour is very similar to what you see happening now. Happy
Oh,
hour
yeah.
is a specialty class we offer where you're the
here we go.
designer
Look at
and
this
you
suit.
come to the
Give it that lower
studio
angle first. Yep.
and watch your product be made before your eyes.
Ooh, look at that. Nice gather.
Nice and hot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
the
baby.
base of the mug, the bottom. So yes, you make the bottom half of the item first, then you flop it around to the top half.
It's a potato chip. Super clean. Squish
Potato
on.
chips are clean.
Oh yeah, the salt keeps them totally sterile.
So the fire is from the wooden paddle catching fire, and the
Good.
smoke is from the beeswax that's on the tool.
As well as the wood itself.
Yeah, as well as the wood. All right, Marcy's assisting. Jake is making the item. Depending on what we're working on, there's different assistants and tools and techniques you use.
That went on really clean, folks.
There is a group called the Glass Addicts. Those are people who have been watching our show
Glass Academy addicts.
Yeah, Glass Academy Addicts. They've been watching the show for a bit, so sometimes if we can't get to a question, if tech support's working on some other things.
Yeah, that's a Facebook group. It's a private group, but you can join by answering one simple question, maybe two. But the first one is, I guess I'll just give away the answer. There's no need to be secret, folks. How many of you all out there know what the Glass Academy refers to as the color purple?
Put it in the chat. Put it in the
It's
chat.
not easy to say. You got to practice.
We got Bridget in the house. Bridget's ready
What
to
up,
come
Bridget?
back.
I haven't seen Bridget in 100 years.
I know, she's ready to come back to happy
She's gonna
hour.
be all tan.
It is her favorite event. She magically talks to every customer, gets them super pumped up, and is the hostess for the night.
Customer service connoisseur.
She's good. She's
Thank
good
you.
at it.
Because there's a lot that happens that you won't know when people first come. I say the tour that I gave last week, the people were kind of like rocks. They did not have expression in their eyes, and they were just nervous a little bit, weren't sure
Rock
what was
people?
happening. Happy hour, but by the time they left, they were amazing.
They were pumped up.
We all knew everything about them, and one of them owns a coffee shop. They're going to come and do mixed iced coffee drinks with us for a show.
Yeah, and that's going to be the kind of thing that we're talking about, folks. There's going to be certain things like, we're giving you this design here tonight. I think we might show them another design that's going to be coming up in the future, or maybe we decided we're going to save that for the membership,
Save it for
folks.
later.
Yeah, we're going to save that.
Product
So the trick
releases.
is, if you saw our TikTok, and I believe it was Instagram, we did a new product reveal, but we have not had it hit the website yet. But we were
Going for
too
the pluck and
excited
trim here.
to not show you. When the glass is hot, yes, you can use scissors to cut it. Voila.
Look at all the giblets on the floor.
Many a giblet.
We were working hard today, Jake. That's tough.
So what we've decided for these mugs is that you've got your body color, and whatever color, we still have to decide what our line of 6 are going to be. And we're always open to suggestions in the comments if you guys have a particular color you are prone to falling in love with here at the Glass Academy. But we decided there's going to be no lip wrap. We're going to put a clear handle on it, and it's going to have a squished thumb bit into the crevice of the handle. And if you're new to seeing us make drinkware, you're gonna see what that means real soon here. But I just opened up the top and we have our mug shape, folks, and it came out good. I love that there's still a little bit of texture left in that salmon.
You know what? Hold it right there and turn slow.
It's actually pronounced salmon.
No.
Now,
So the cool thing about this mug too, there's something very stained glass when the pattern folds over itself a little bit. It gets like they're transparent colors, so when they fold on themselves, it's darker, a deeper color, and so it's got this really kind of stained glass window effect to it. And again, these are techniques that as you work the glass and you kind of explore the glass, there's always an element that
Behind
you
you.
really like about it that you want to magnify and play up. So we haven't come up with the final name of this series yet. We've got threads in there, something with that stained glass window. We like to make up our own names, some sort of an Italian kind of style name.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. I got a bubble in here. It's perfectly symmetrical, thin on the bottom.
All right, a little dancing here with the pipes, back and forth.
I'm ready. I love to go with the handle right over where the two threads cross. Oh, baby. Gotta leave it a little low so I got room for the thumb bit up in there. And we got ourselves a clean boy.
So the pipe in his hand is made out of copper. Copper is really nice because it does not
It was the perfect heat, Marcy.
absorb the, suck the heat out of the glass. So this is like a copper pipe that a plumber might use. They put it on a little wooden dowel so he can hold it. And using the pipe, he can shape the handle.
Holy.
Sorry. I thought I turned that down correctly.
Okay. Just using
Salmon on that?
the torch where the handle was joined to give it a little extra heat.
One or
Make
two.
sure there's not any sharp edges.
I think one schmack would be perfect. And we're gonna go for the thumb bit. This is my favorite and most comfortable thumb bit. I have two mugs at home that I use on a regular basis, and they both have this style of thumb bit. And surprisingly, I saw a lot of comments that were engaged in this
You want me
style
to
of
hit the
thumb bit
mold?
last night too. No mold.
Okay.
Now that's not a satisfying looking shot. And I don't have satisfaction.
So the torch just smooths out any rough edges, the pipe. So it's really like soft clay right now. It was easy to push that pipe into there and get that little U shape. After this piece is done, we're gonna go to the display table and give you an up close and personal look at a one that was made from the other day.
Well, that's one heck of a way to start the night off.
Bit of glass has our signature on it, which is this little nug of glass, and it's going to have the letters GA pushed into it, representing the Glass Academy.
Dum da da dum.
Voila.
Hand was shaking a little bit there.
What? Your hand was shaking?
I
Not
remember
enough.
growing up around a glass blower that had the shakiest hands I've ever seen. Yet somehow he made some pretty darn symmetrical and nice pieces. It's not about the shake of the hand, it's about the goodness
All right,
of
stop
what you're
spinning for a sec.
making.
The camera doesn't like the transparency. There we go. Okay.
That's a beauty.
It's going to be vivid.
And so this is going to be for sale, folks. And actually, maybe it won't. I don't know.
Well, this was the warmer-up, or we don't know yet.
We're still figuring that out. We got plenty of things to figure out, folks, and we will figure out how to get you this glass or the glasses we make in the future. We're going back and forth about how we want to do that.
A
Because
lot
the-
of technical difficulties.
Watch how gently I'm going to tap this. I know Marcy brought the perfect punny, so I line it up.
I like, you can see the threads. See those lines in it?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, right there. That's what we're talking about. So she's just using the torch here on the bottom. Jake is making sure the tongs are lined up correctly. And there's no holes in
Oh,
the
I stared
fabric.
at that. Oh,
And
spots
away
in
it
the eyes.
goes into A number 2.
No, I'm trapped. I'm
That's
stuck.
nice. That's really good. I think the difficulty of making all drinkware is not only the size and the shape of it, but the amount of ounces specifically. And when
Oh,
we're
yeah.
making mugs, we're going to put it on the website. We may say 18 to 22 give us a 4-ounce range, but even that's a pretty difficult thing to do, to look at it, have the right amount of glass, blow it out. But I think we're going to do it.
It all depends on like the thickness of the walls, the actual space that's high enough, how
I
wide
think
it
that
is.
we
Totally.
should stop by the question and you guys should go over the table.
What, table? Table?
Can I hand you off?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi,
the
guys.
question is, which handle do you like best? And you saw this in your news. You can pick one of these. You can just e-news at Glass Academy tell us the style of the handle you like, because you're going to go over that now.
Yeah, let's take a look
And-
across the table here.
That is number 8.
Number 8. And when you're answering this, you can pick a number and let us know when you send this in to enews@glassacademy.com. What is your favorite style of handle? Without going through every number so far, number 5 is a beauty. That's what we just did
My
right
feet
there.
bruised too, just
And the
immerse
thumb
in
bit's
space.
different. Up
I
here,
hate
number
when it
2, you
freezes.
see
Oh,
this
it
one's
moves
got
now.
more of like the Chicago bean on top there. Number 1's a little bit larger. Number 3, you've got the beautiful watery raindrop, super symmetrical, super clean.
Wow,
I'm in love
someone
with
was on
those
it.
as well.
Number 4 is sold.
Number 4 is sold, folks, our spotty green boy. Down with number 4. That's a beautiful one. This is a really spectacular handle. Check this guy out. Number 10, I don't think he's been featured online at all. We made this just before Christmas. This guy is ridiculous. And you see that Rosetta, all those roses down the handle, and look at the curl of the handle connection.
Give it a twist. There you go. Look at that little tail.
You got swirls in the body of it. I mean, this is just pretty pristine. The only other one that's outstanding and a little different than the rest would be number 9 here. And this is your ear handle, folks. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion, we want your opinion, folks. The ear handle doesn't look as appealing as perhaps your traditional handle, but this is the most comfy handle for me I've ever held. You get 4 knuckles in there, it has the perfect amount of leverage, and depending on what you're drinking, you can gulp if you need to. Let's see it, Marcy. It's pretty clean. I
Talk
do
about-
like them with a thumb bit on top.
Yeah, was that bumpy handle?
Yeah, and that's the pinch bit, and that's actually a super clean, super Venetian style. It went on beautifully there, adds a little thickness to the handle, but some people will massage their hand into it. Some people will stand here like this with their drink and work their hands and feel amazing. Some people don't even notice it. Depending on your hand style, it may just go in there. It may be some texture so you don't drop your drink. It doesn't necessarily protrude and be too invasive into your palm.
So says you.
So says me. Everyone's got their own style. That's why we're interested in what you have to say. And if you've never used a mug before of ours, and you can't stop by the studio,
Well, I guess you gotta stop by.
I guess you gotta stop by.
Come on by, guys.
Or you gotta sign up for the e-news, folks, where we give away a piece every single show we do. It's 145 pieces now. What is the piece that we're giving away this week? That's it, folks.
We need a
Look at
white
this
background.
tumbler. Beautiful tumbler. You can see that color up next to the giveaway question. You send that into enews@glassacademy.com, folks. Send in your answer and you'll be entered. We'll do the wheel of names today. We'll do a giveaway for this piece, and then we're going to make a piece at the end of the show in the style of the show, and someone will be a lucky winner next week.
Yeah, and to be the lucky winner for next week, answer that question.
And you can look at the page that's on our Shopify website, and see all the mugs together. And if you can say, I like handle number 9 the best. What we want to do is just kind of get some feedback. We know what we like, we know what's fun to make, but sometimes what we like is not always what the customer likes. So, yeah.
And so a reminder, folks, if you have questions about our new subscription that's up on YouTube and available to become a VIP member of the Glass Academy for $5 a month, please just put them in the chat. We've got people watching the chats right now. They're writing down the questions. If we get 2 or 3 really good ones, we're going to answer them halfway through the show perhaps and get into those questions for you all. But we want to make sure our plan is clear to everybody out there in the
and
world.
we also go back sometimes in the chat and read the questions so that we can put them in the e-news and make it clear.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, we can talk. Let's make something and I'll talk during it.
Well, is it time to go into Slugville? I think it's time
No.
to...
I gotta
7
put up
o'clock.
Slow
She
Guys.
won't be home until 7.
Okay.
I gotta put up eyes.
Yeah, so give me
Perfect. So
this.
then I say we make a slug mug.
Slug mug? You get that, sir.
We haven't done a slug mug in quite a while here, and I think it's time. We got the heat on. I'm kind of sweating standing right here, getting blasted.
Well, I can't tell you because I can't walk away. So.
Oh. Well, that's what happens when it's a three-man team. You see what it takes to make these shows happen. Typically, we got 4 glass blowers, 2 tech
What do I
support.
want? I want
Sam
these.
doing an amazing
Okay.
job. Let's see those eyes.
Here, you guys talk a minute and I'll go check the heat. We can talk about what color you're going to use.
All right, well, I'm going to show
you-
it off.
are you
I do
following
love
me?
having the camera. I am following you, Marcy, because they got to
No
see
way.
these. These are
We
some
gotta see
fresh
these?
eyes, folks.
Okay, all right, fine.
Here at the Glass Academy, we make slug eyes separately, and we apply them onto the slug during the creation. And look at this beautiful batch of pastel eyes that Marcy has just chopped up and prepared today. She's going to be putting these guys, and folks, if you know, in the chat, let us know what these are called. A typical Venetian style of blowing glass. What is this? It starts with an M.
They are solid.
They are solid and they're layered pieces. She's going to put them onto this paddle.
Oh wait, you guys want to watch that or no?
She just lit up
Here.
the
me to see
garage here. Yeah, let's see it again.
All right, one more time. Okay.
She turns on the gas, a little bit of air propelled into it. You see that fluffy flame going on inside there. That's going to bring the temperature up from slowly rising here at about 500 degrees up to about 1,000 degrees. And that's going to preheat these eyes so that we may be able to use them without cracking them when we apply them to the hot glass. That's a pretty cool visual right there. All those eyes, soon to be visual pieces for every slug birthed here at the Glass Academy. There she is.
While you guys are talking, this is the color pattern that Marcy was making earlier in the week for our hearts. We do a Valentine's Day class where you can come and make hearts with your loved ones. They're really fun. We only do this class once a year in February because that's the time when, you know, everyone shows their love. So you can do purple, pink, white, all kinds of colors.
Yeah, we've got a new mix coming up, a couple different mixes. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I see that we've lost a couple mugs off of our featured product table list.
All right, this is one of my favorite colors. It's called Copper Ruby. It's pretty cool.
So what are we doing for the body of the slug?
I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out after this slug mug.
Okay.
Shall we? It's been a minute.
So
Okay.
if you followed us since 2020, how many of you have done that? Let me do it with no background here. We came up with these really cool, fun slugs. They have marini eyes. Color patterns are all different. You can see from my hand about the scale of it. They're silly, they're goofy. They're everything you need during COVID times to just have a good time. Look, they wobble. Is that not the cutest thing? So why did we make slugs? Because we all felt like slugs. They're $48. Go on the website if you like. Assorted colors. Is your mic on?
Nope, I just turned it off.
You are so smart.
Mic is back on now, and we just decided what the colors are going to be for this slug mug. I don't know, I think we've done maybe 2 live on the show, a little bit more. I'll slide in here first.
So the trick is they've got to balance timing. They've got 2 people to make this.
Dark.
Is the slug on the handle?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And your thumb rests right in between its antennae. And it's gonna be an iridescent gold blingin' slug.
Oh, what is the King's Crown? How many of you guys do that where you have that pastry and the pea is in it? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It's a Mardi Gras thing, maybe?
King's cake.
King's cake. We
King's
used to
cake?
do it at
The
New
baby
Year's.
Jesus in it.
Whoever gets the pea in it gets to wear a crown for a day.
Whoever uses the golden slug mug never has to refill their drink.
What other people
Gets
do
a
it?
free drink. I don't
Yeah, free drinks all night. Yeah, that could be something at the beverage counter.
All right, Jake
Anyway, lots of ideas.
was spinning his pipe using some gravity.
know. Name it?
Yep. We're gonna do, since we've got this color pattern going, and because I saw so much ridiculous love for that transparent blue color that we posted on Facebook, we're gonna do that blue style with the blue thread texture, and then we're gonna turn it into a slug mug.
All right, we got Carrie joining the membership.
What up, Carrie? All right. Carrie's been a long-time supporter as well, and it's really cool to see the different names and the new names as well. There's a lot of new people that have been joining the show and watching what we're doing. The numbers stay pretty strong when we're streaming live, but these posts, and as we've been saying, are available and are edited and beautifully designed on our YouTube page for people to watch throughout the year. So it's really cool when we see these spin.
Sorry.
New names coming through.
Or like there's a name and I can't even, the alphabet is just crazy. So that's been pretty cool, like this worldwide audience.
Totally.
Seeing
Pretty
people
darn
from
cool.
different countries, and someone commented earlier from Sweden, and if you can't get us to ship the product over there, you just gotta come visit us.
That's right.
Come to a happy hour. All right, so you'll notice that the glory hole, and then right here is the table. The more you walk around the studio, the less your glass is in front of the heat, the faster it's cooling. So we have our equipment lined up and very easily placed that we can go from one step to the next.
Convenience and efficiency.
If you ever see glass blowing videos, I've seen ones from India that are really cool.
Yeah, they are.
Sometimes they're like sitting right there and they don't even like get up and move. Everything that they
They're
need
cross-legged and they're like working with little pipes going like this and like that, and it's pretty crazy.
That's basically torch working.
Pretty much. It's like a middle torch work. It's like it's in the middle.
It's got like a furnace to it.
Yeah, it's got a furnace and they're reheating out of the furnace and like working on blowpipes.
So the base color was gold.
Nope, base color was cobalt blue.
Okay. And the slug is gold. Got it.
Bling and slug.
So even myself, a seasoned glass blower, when the glass is hot, it's all orange, soupy hot. If I didn't ask, I wouldn't know the color until it started cooling. So you can see Marcy's down there at the end of the
Blow.
shop. And she's blowing while Jake shapes the sides.
Good. Anybody know why there's flames coming off the tool?
Because you're so hot.
What?
Because the glass has some wax on it.
Yeah, this glass is still probably like 1,500 degrees right now, and we've got beeswax lubricating the tool. So there's only certain times when I take it off the glass, and almost did it. There it is. It'll ignite that beeswax. Blow. Good. Kind of is a challenge doing this color pattern because that blue is so soft compared to the clear. So I've really got to kind of force it into place as I'm blowing it out.
So these glasses really truly are one of a kind. If you're local, you can come check them out. If you're not local, I just want to say the quality of our work is pretty outstanding. We stand by our work. We feel really good about it. You have to kind of trust the process. There's always people
Good.
have told me it's better than they expected. When they actually see the piece in person, are able to hold it, look at the
Tap it on
details
this
of
one.
it, check it out up close.
Going for the barrel shape.
They've been very pleased and happy with the results.
Yeah, the cool thing is everything we make is obviously handmade and one of a kind. So once we get this line up on the website, if you order 5 of the blue ones, they're going to be as close as we could possibly make them to similar, but they're all handmade. So they're going to have their own quirks, their own little pieces about them that individualize each individual piece.
Was that individualized? Individual?
Individualification. Let's do a clear foot.
So Batch the cat, Grandpa Nordine said, or Grandpa Pusinski said, I saw the cat. I hear her tag. She's out here somewhere.
So now I'm just keeping this nice and stable. If I have the foot too hot, and I still don't even have decided what kind of foot I'm doing, better think about that.
This is a
I know
slug
what I'm
mug
doing.
that's going to go on the side of it. So maybe something basic so it's not busy. Marcy's got the hot glass. This is clear, coming straight from the furnace. And Jake's going to take the pipe using the diamonds and apply it to the bottom. These guys work together every day, so they're very familiar with how to bring over the necessary gathers of glass or how they want to work it together.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna do one more. It's gotta have it a little more symmetrical. So
Okay.
I can,
Aha.
so
glass was.
it's hot. I know it's
glass
hot.
was so cold today.
It was really cold, so we turned it up, and now it's been heating up all day, and now it's
Too
got
much.
some juice to it.
Now it's
It can be a hair smaller too.
Okay.
All right, see that blob of glass? That will get remelted tomorrow. Does not go to waste. That's one thing we're really careful about here at the Glass Academy. There's a cost to everything. We want to be very mindful
Yeah,
of the
there is.
footprint we leave on the environment.
15% raise in color and glass this new year, January 2022. That's perfect.
I think the door
That's
cracked.
beautiful. We can just turn it down. I'd rather turn it down than just let it burn. That's perfect. Beautiful.
Look who's coming.
Looks like we might have some questions coming in.
What is
Via
Master
tech
Show
support.
131, like the number of the show? Yes, March 31.
Start light. Squish a little harder now.
Yes. So that's the 30th is the VIP. And then Tuesday is the free show,
Beautiful.
which would be February 2.
What are you guys talking about?
Can't tell you right now, we'd have to show you. So one of the things, if you sign up for the membership, you get the VIP Monster Show on January 30th. It's a Sunday. And then on February 2nd, the Monster Show is on our regular show. So the VIPs get first pick. They get to see what we've been working on, and that is Sunday.
That's an exclusive show for the VIPs. And then because we want to support everyone and we want to make it available for free to everyone, we're going to have a different show with the monsters and the second product that comes along after the fact for everyone.
Poor Sam, I'm sorry, I didn't understand your writing. I didn't understand your writing. I was like, what word is that? I can't figure it out.
Word? What?
Sam wrote a date, and I thought it was words. And I was like, what is she trying to tell me? Okay,
I
Marcy's
think we all
got,
need a few brain cells in here tonight.
I know. Marcy's got a pipe, and she's bringing it over to Jake. They stick together, and because the glass is cooler on the top, when he puts a little water there, it's going to come off. So right now, basically, he's just lining it up, making sure it's straight. A lot of times in production studios, Marcy would open up and finish that piece, and Jake would repeat the first steps that he did. So we're running our studio a little different. Jake's going to make the piece from start to finish with Marcy assisting.
Thank you.
Honestly, I was bringing pieces for the start of the thing, so me starting a piece or finishing a piece while he's starting a piece or finishing a piece would just be contrasting.
Start, finish, finish, start.
Yeah.
Everyone
It
understands
made
that?
sense in my head, okay?
So we had a pretty poor break here. If you can see that, it chunked down into the body of it, which is okay because I gave myself a little wiggle room. It's a little thicker up there. We're gonna pull it out thin and trim it off. It's just gonna take a little extra legwork and mental capacity to focus on it and make sure it's pulling out correctly.
All right, Marcy, let's go over to the table.
Table?
We got a second.
Featured products, baby.
All right.
What do you like, Marcy? What do you find as one of your favorites?
My favorites? I kind of like the fact that this
That was the one I
has
was
a
going for.
little
That's so
nubbins
funny.
here, but I really liked the Rosetta foot, the Rosetta handle and whatnot that was here, but it's not here anymore, which is sad for me. this is the pattern that I am most drawn to on the table tonight. It's got a blue chrome foot. It's got the iris in the top there, but it has like a green fade and a nice iris lip wrap. The very stable, larger than life handle. Because if anybody knows me or anything, I absolutely adore large mugs.
That's the
Like,
truth.
As
Oh,
big
yeah,
as my face.
You're right. Okay, so they're gonna paddle the top. We heard Jake trim off the little extra there and a little paddle at the top, make sure that it's nice and smooth. Another thing that's kind of cool about our mugs, they look like one color when they're sitting there, but when they're filled with liquid,
Liquid.
it will change the pattern that you see or the color or the optics. There's always something interesting that happens when you add the beverage in. If you've been with us for a little bit, you know I love doing flower arrangements in mugs. And I like that because the handle adds this nice reflective, it's like a fancier vase. And it's also, some people get our products and they're like, oh, they're so beautiful, I can't use them. Well, that's
Make them
not what we
decorative.
want. We want you to use
Just
them.
make them decorative. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for a blue handle on this one.
So the slug sits on the handle.
As the thumb bit, correct, and its tail wraps around the handle. And I haven't done one in probably, when was the last time we did one? Like,
Almost Ren Fair taste.
yeah, like probably 4 or 5 months ago. So this is gonna be a blast into the
Going
I
past.
remember
down
the last
memory
one we did.
lane.
When was it?
The last one we did was the handle wrap, and we had to do it in a way where it just kind of didn't do the original way they did it. Sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. Someone bring me some brain cells,
We need one order of brain cells.
please.
Yeah, we ran out of those a couple days ago.
Sorry.
All right.
So this is where Jake's going to concentrate a little bit. He's lining up where he wants his handle so that it shows up the best. Mercy has heated it to the proper temperature. You can see how sticky and gooey. I'm sure none of you have worked with glass. I take that back. Some of the Glass Academy addicts have had classes here, so they may understand. It's the same blue. It's not orange. Once it cools off, it will be the same as the body.
Look at that color.
Poppin'.
Poppin'. We've got Wheel of Names happening tonight. We've got a custom order slug with a backpack coming up.
So, slug the iris.
Yes.
You want larger chunk dots?
Nope, just iris, and he's gonna be about, remember, like this big, kind of like a foot, widest spot on the end.
Got it.
This is tricky because it's gotta be all done. The tail wrap, the eyeballs plucked, and pretty much everything in one move. But I think it's gonna work out well. I chose this wider base on it too because a lot of times that extra weight on the side of the handle has a tendency to make the mug lean or want to be a little top heavy or side heavy. So it's very important that you got the foreshadow, wherewithal, forethought. That's perfect.
All right, we got Cheryl just joined the VIP group. Thank
All right,
you, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Sterile.
And I want to say Connie Weissig, I'm really bad with names, you guys, I apologize, says, thank you again for last week's Wheel of Names win.
Yeah.
The Galaxy Glass that came on Saturday is more beautiful than Pitch Show and so delicate. So thank you for
Super
that
cool.
testimonial. It is a little tricky. We are honored and excited that you guys love our products so much. We know what we're doing, but for some of you who are new to glass blowing and may not have seen this, you're taking a chance, you're taking a gamble.
Well, you get it a little longer. It's a little big, honestly, so just kind of cylinder it up a little bit. Or still go with that cone, but just kind of push some on the pipe as you're doing it.
Push on pipe.
Yeah, cone it up and push a little on the pipe at the same time. Here, drop that right here. I'll put a neckline. I think it's what we were doing last time.
Oh, Nice. Cindy
Is it
says she
open?
loves the blue.
Me too,
This blue
kinda.
is a huge favorite, fan favorite.
I think
noticed,
we had started putting necklines in them, Marcy.
I don't remember.
I noticed after the holiday some of the colors we had left were some of the greens and yellows because all the blues and purples flew out the door. So we appreciate your feedback. It's good for us to hear what interests you.
I'm gonna gather up another one. I think it's just too big. It gets top heavy real fast.
All right, Bridget at the Glass Academy. There's Bridget saying people are asking for Valentine gnomes. We are bringing back the gnome show. We won't have it in time for Valentine's Day.
You
but-
just told them about the gnomes?
Well, people are asking.
Oh
You know how I
boy.
am about that.
They're coming.
I can't ignore them.
Oh, they're coming.
So we might have a couple specialty Valentine's gnomes. That's not a bad idea.
All right.
All right, this is where they're got a hustle.
Super
and
soup on this.
They're going to concentrate here 100% on the next steps. The longer the glass is out of the furnace, the more opportunity there is for accidents, mistakes.
All right, here we go.
Slug attached to the handle.
Holder.
Jake's going to wrap the body around, pull out the two, there it is, the top tendrils. Nice control on Marcy's behalf.
I'd say.
Now he's got to drop that slug handle and swirl it around. All the while being very conscious of your hand is still going to be on this.
It's the first
I
time I've ever
like
done it
that.
that way. And it's cool.
First time for everything.
I kept the wrap, instead of going through the handle, I kept it on one side and gave it a full curl. Sorry if I'm yelling, I'm getting excited. There's the slug eyes. Your thumb's gonna fit so cozy right there. And there's his, oh yeah.
Holy moly. So you need a reduction and you also need the
Stamp.
GA.
Right. That is correct.
Because I know sometimes when I'm in the middle of these things, I forget.
Oh. It almost looks like it's teetering upon the chameleon family. The way his tail comes down.
Oh, interesting. William asked if we're having problems getting materials. William, we saw the writing on the wall. We placed a big order last summer. And so far, so good. As Jake mentioned, the color of pricing. The price
15%.
of color went up. The price of glass materials went up. Some of the finishing tools went up.
There are about 2 or 3, I think I got notes on 4 of our colors that they're completely out of them at the color manufacturers, and they've been out for a while, so there's 3 or 4 colors that we're being really careful about. I'm gonna do one on straighten it up here, and then we'll do the reduction.
So the VIP show does help with those increased costs. We have not raised our prices yet. Yep.
Here he is before the reduction. Check out that tail coming down. And here comes the
Reduction
bling.
is when they change that gas-air mixture. So see how the furnace kind of went crazy there?
That is a one-of-a-kinder right there. And tail never been done like that before. And the final touch is beautiful because it swoops down. It looks super intentional down to the tiniest little point, which is typically really hard to get done. One more.
As is each piece that we make tonight. This will go in the cooling oven, which like just feels wrong because cooling, it's 900
Wow.
degrees right now.
This
Its
one is
technical name
cool.
is the annealer.
You got a name for this guy, Marcy?
George.
Apparently it's George.
Okay, let's see if I can zoom in on that pattern. You can see against the brick, that pattern on the bottom there. Really cool. Makes the mug interesting when you're drinking out of it. Always gives you something different to look at.
Your slug friend?
The thread pattern.
He's blinging. He's looking 2 different ways, too.
Everything that they made earlier today is in that annealer.
Yep.
That was tight, Marcy.
Bada bing. Nice job.
Wowza. Thanks for that idea, whoever that wild guy was out there that said that. It wasn't Chris, was it?
Oh, I don't know. Wild
Somebody asked for a slug mug out there. This mic thing feels real weird in my pocket. It makes me feel like I got like a phone upgrade and I got a super large phone jamming me in the thigh.
Why don't you put it in your back pocket?
I'm sitting in the bench. I don't want it to be jamming me in the
Well-
booty cheek.
Now we have to do the next thing.
The next thing.
The next thing is,
Swag.
Do we have any questions we got to answer?
I don't know, you take this and talk a minute.
I'll take it. Marcy, you got any questions you got to answer?
I don't know, do I?
Peter asked for it.
We good?
Peter?
Peter.
Oh, thanks for that, Peter. Thanks for that answer. Folks,
Okay.
here we are,
Good.
show 146.
Questions?
Oh,
And what do we got over here? Pint sized is the winner
oh
of
yeah,
our
tell them about
new
that.
suite. Like I said, folks, on YouTube already, every single one of our videos is edited and reposted in a beautiful manner. And we're starting to put these snippets, we called them snacks at first.
Yes, they were snacks.
We voted
Then they
upon
were
them,
snippets-ish. And then
And now-
y'all voted. Y'all voted. They're
pint
pint-sized.
sized. If I had to guess,
Really
that
plays
slug
into-
mug might be a pint size, but it's just one product, is that right?
It is just one product, but these little snippets will feature the range of products that we do on our shows.
In an accessible manner.
Yeah, it won't be the whole like 2-hour long just trek of everything. It will be a little like 2 5-minute clip of the piece that we kind of break up so that you see all the really cool stuff, and they'll be edited so that they're nice and kind of bite-sized and
Pint sized.
bite-sized.
That's
Okay,
right,
a couple
folks.
text questions. I want to give
Text
a shout
questions?
out to Annie.
Shouts out to tech support over there.
Annie. They're just like, what? Don't look at us. We're doing our tech thing. Annie, your daughter Elise is insane. We are so honored and pleased to have her here. She's doing a great job. She worked on displays this weekend, and I'm
New
super thrilled.
amazing display connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Super
so,
cool.
Yeah, that
um,
helps us with the Valentine's Day one this week.
Yeah, she did,
Yeah,
and
so I
Robin
saw
worked
that.
on it. Okay, postcards from the perimeter. So Marlene, this next item that we're making, if this is the USA, she's going around the perimeter of the USA,
Okay.
taking pictures, hiking, backpacking, setting up a tent. I want you to check out her Instagram. Marlene did shipping and packing here,
Yes, she did.
and then is taking a year off. Like, how many of you have she planned and planned and planned? She's a Uber driver, so she's making money as she goes along.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. So this next slug is for Marlene.
Yeah.
All right,
We
folks.
promised it to her when she left here in the fall. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
And unfortunately, we're only getting to making it now, but here it is.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
So
And
Marcy, I
as-
think you're on the camera.
Yeah, she's on the camera. I did want to mention over here, though, that as you know, most shows we have 2 or 3. There's her Instagram, postcards from the perimeter. We do usually have 2 or 3 custom orders, and we make a lot of custom orders, whether they're gifts, whether they're for yourself, whether they're you love number 6, but you didn't want the texture on the bottom here, that super cool one-of-a-kind texture. Anything like that, pretty much any product we own, you can get
Are you serious?
customized. Even
Can you screenshot
little
something and show it?
sluggos. And that's a beautiful
Is it
new
on
color we
YouTube?
have. A lavender. He is
This is
super
lavender
would
adorable.
be there
Lavender with
later?
pink.
Lavender with pink, folks. And these slugs
Oh,
are
they
on the
are using
website.
them.
Everything we have is on the website. If you're new to us, I encourage you to check out what we do, see the selection of products. We're in the middle of totally rearranging our design and finding exactly what we want to do, and it's super fun. But take a look at the website. We teach a lot of classes if you're local. Even if you're not, we've had quite a few people come through and enjoy some time with us.
Okay, I have to give a shout out. You probably heard that. 'Cause
Shout out?
I did turn this off completely.
Oh boy.
Oh, tragic. So Sam worked really hard on these emojis. Backing up, we make a product, right? Then we made little enamel pins that Jessica designed and we sell in the gallery. But Sam took those enamel pins and made them little like emoji things, and people are using them on the YouTube chat.
Nice. So
Yeah,
those are our
it's
new
really cool.
subscribers, our new members, VIP
yeah.
members are using the
Yeah, it's fun.
the pin emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
baby.
mean, you guys are all like enjoying the glass. For us, this is fun. I love seeing our little products and like emojis.
So cool, and the slugs just have so much character. It's so awesome.
Okay, Wheel of Names will happen after the slug.
All right, so it's go time. So I'm going to make a slug, and Michelle and I are going to collaborate on this one. We're going to pass off the slug to her, and she's going to put a backpack on it, and then we'll
Yes.
pass it back, and I will finish up the slug and take them off of the pipe.
So what tools do I need for a backpack? I think after we put them on, I need the knife, and then I'm going to get a different pair of tweezers, the round tweezers.
Do you want thicker ones? They're over at the.
No, I think because the slugs are small, I think
Okay.
these should work.
Michelle, when was the last time you made a backpack out of glass?
Never.
What?
Never. But we're going to do it, and it's going to be lovely.
Ah, yeah. So I'm going to purposely make this guy, this sluggo, a little bit slimier and to the floor, so you've got room to kind of
Manipulate
finesse
the
it
backpack?
like you want without him being kind of top heavy, because if any slug was backpacking and it was top heavy, definitely run the risk of falling off the mountain.
And we're going to put, it's going to be square and two little hacks going around the top.
Beautiful.
Not all the way around, just kind of the illusion.
Beautiful. Watch out for that lavender guy, you guys. He's about to slug right on the camera.
Let me take
So
a-
what was the base color that you were thinking for Marlene here?
It's the light blue. That's her favorite color,
The BB, the baby blue?
the baby blue, which is one of my favorite colors as well.
Oh, this is a baby blue we don't use too often either. This is kind of like a sky blue. It's a very light,
It's actually called sky blue. It's actually called sky blue.
it's a very light, kind of like a beautiful summer's day, you know, with,
Yeah, I think that's why I like it so much. So when Marlene's driving, this slug is going to sit on her little Subaru dashboard.
yeah.
Please Velcro to dashboard.
And how I mentioned she's a Lyft and an Uber driver. She's going to use it as conversations. And Sam, when we do the pint size, we'll do it of this. So Marlene can show her friends. Like, hey, show number 146.
Speaking of Subarus, I would love to know what everyone's preferred car brand is.
Are you shopping cars?
No, but I do have a Ford. I've had two Fords that have lasted me a long, long time, and I'm about to put some more money into it. But I'm thinking after that I might buy an old Cadillac.
A
An old Cadillac.
Yeah.
You need to talk to my dad then.
Why not? I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
Depends what you do.
They're
with
not
your
Don't
too
touch my
vehicle.
expensive, the old ones. I don't think parts are too bad either.
We'll debate this later.
Better than a Mercedes.
Very true. Especially a current like Mustang. Ugh.
What's everybody drive out there? What's your go-to car? So I'm going to go for, just like we did on the slug handle here, I'm going to go for the slug eye tendrils right here, right about, yeah. And I think we got to keep them close together. For a one-of-a-kind slug sitting in her car on the dashboard, he's got to have that special Slimo vision.
You also have the choice of size for the eyes. Small,
Awesome.
medium, or large.
Thank you, Marcy, for putting up that beautiful display. I'm going to take a bench blow first,
Yep.
and then we'll get below. Good. Then we'll put the eyes on. Actually, yeah, we do.
Yes?
Yep. Eyeballs for the Sluggo. Do we have a name for him yet?
No, Marlene gets to name them.
Marlene gets to name him. That's fair. He's a nameless little fella. So I'm torching this. Oh yeah, we got options, baby. I'm going for my favorite size. Marcy loves to give me the options, but she knows what size I'm going for.
I know. I just like them bigger. I like
She's
the
got a
doe eyes.
preference. I do predict in a few years Marcy will be making slugs. And she may have her own decision to make about the eyes, but at the moment,
Not now.
I like them
fine.
smaller rather than larger.
I'll do the backpack and then you finish the slug. Does that work?
Yes.
Can I take it now?
Nope, we're gonna get the GA stamp on there first, on the bottom, and then I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
So,
Am I bringing a separate bit of glass?
yes.
Right now.
Yep,
So he's
probably about,
talking
yep, you can bring it,
about-
yep.
All of the belly buttons on our slugs, they all have the GA stamp belly button.
They're birthing buttons.
Now you're just making it weird, man.
Sorry. Can't help it. Old caddies may have oil leaks and can be pricey to repair, huh? That sounds like just one person's opinion.
Oh!
Okay.
You are opening
I'm gonna have to.
Mechanics
I'm gonna
on
have to make some selective hearing happen on that one.
Stop fighting the mechanics on chat.
Oh
No,
boy.
yeah.
I'm gonna give him one more flatten and I'm gonna hand him to you. There
Oh,
he
this
is.
is good.
Look at him.
Good eyeballs to see over the dashboard.
Marcy's just holding on to this guy, you guys. This is proof that they're so fun to have in your house and have holding in your hand. They're slimy and they're fun.
So about the size of a marshmallow,
Okay.
maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna square it up and then I'm gonna pull the two straps over.
And you got the flat crimps
No,
or
but
the
I will.
tag.
Flat crimps.
You're good.
Yep,
And we're doing it out of copper ruby, correct?
correct.
So she is literally heating the crimps on the pilot light of the big torch.
Just so they have a little
No need to shock the glass.
heat. Yeah. Oh, there's Batch again.
Mom, how's this for size?
Batch.
Yes.
Right, there
Pull it
she
off
is.
the pipe and give me options.
Yep.
Say hi, Batch.
And I'll take
Hi.
it.
She's sitting in the spotlight.
She is in the
so
spotlight.
great.
That is
We have
adorable.
a side quest.
Oh my God.
We found a side quest.
Wow.
Okay, so
Okay,
I'll
backpack.
flash nice and soupy hot, but I'll do it in the back.
All right.
Backpack, 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 backpack.
She's intrigued by this piece.
She heard Marlene's
She wants to eat
name.
the. She wants to eat the slug.
Meow. All right, here we go. Nice and hot. This is a deep ruby color. Looks completely transparent while it's hot. Looks like the right size,
It's like
Michelle.
glowing
Beautiful cut.
nonsense here.
She's going for the pinches, and she's going for the flat crimps, or we're doing another bit maybe. Nice. This is a mountainous slug.
It is. Okay, now I want to play with, I squared it up. I'm going to torch the top a little.
Okay. That looks good. There's totally
kinda-
straps coming over the front.
Yeah, and put a little like knife pattern in there, like your zipper and
As for the nature of slugs and their sliming and not upright stance, you would kind of expect it to be a little more leaning towards the saddle type era of things rather than on your back, because you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
I'm concentrating on what I'm doing here.
I was talking to the virtual world.
You're also seeing
The
the color
amazing
pop
people
out
watching
right
us.
now, and we are quite literally carving into the backpack with a butter knife.
Oh my God, that
That's
looks
like
good,
that's
Mom.
how my little backpack looks, right?
Yeah, it's
So
way
it's like the
different than I was
part that-
imagining, but that's
Oh,
totally
seriously?
it.
It's how you unzip it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the straps were gonna go like around the belly.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was like over the eyes and back around. And I was
No.
thinking like for some reason like a large square backpack like with a bunch of books in it.
No, I love this.
That's
it.
beautiful. Do we want stringers? Are you putting a zipper, or that's it?
No, I want it simplified and beautiful, streamlined, nothing
Super
to break
clean.
off.
And it's not too top heavy either. It's not going to fall off her car at all, or the mountain for that matter.
Can I hand it to you for the regular slug break off?
Yeah, this is something that we've taken quite a while to really get figured out here.
It's kind of like a little cape, but too, like dun, dun, dun.
It's awesome.
So how do we get this off?
We are going to have the camera people switch, and I'm going to start torching.
Oh,
This will be a
did you just
three-person
say us
job.
switch?
Yeah, 'cause
Pretty please.
it's pretty. We've
I'm
got
good
it
with the
down to a
tails.
science here. Marcy
yeah,
and I have
you're
probably
right.
made like, what would you say, like 1 million slugs? I can't believe she's watching this entire demonstration right now.
1 million slugs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marlene is watching. I don't know if she has a Facebook page. Oh, there she is. Hi, Marlene. She's on here.
Could be on YouTube.
And it's super fun. It will be, that's
we go,
a dark
Marcy.
burgundy over this light blue. And it'll be super fun because you saw it being made.
Could you grab me a pair of shears? Look at this teamwork. 3-man team and a camera. 2 people on tech support. Marcy with the torch.
Oh, look at that. The backpack's hanging.
Nice long curly tasty tail. Oh my God, that guy is cute. Holy.
I'm going to try to tuck this tail in a way so it doesn't get knocked off while in transit ever.
Hope your trip's doing amazing, Marlene. Look at the full curl.
And I'm tucking
And
it.
tapped it so it doesn't break.
Yeah, I tapped it so it doesn't like break off too badly.
Marcy's
Extra
pretty clever,
swimmings.
folks.
Woo, woo.
She's pretty clever.
And away it goes. Bom, bom, bom. Nice job.
Oh my God, those eyes are the best eyes. You look at that thing and he's got total puppy eyes. It's like he's balling up, like ready to give you some
Aw.
mental work. Man,
So-
that's good.
Okay,
There you go,
so,
Marlene.
wheel of names?
I think it's
Real
time to give away some glass.
It's
Marlene,
interesting.
take it easy. Travel safe.
All right.
We miss
Yeah,
you around here.
everyone check out Instagram. I think it's really interesting to having one more glass blower, how it just, the show moves differently.
Totally.
So we missed you, Chris. Glad you're doing okay.
Yep.
Glad we got all these free COVID
I haven't seen him
tests.
since
We gotta-
Christmas.
yeah, we got a test. But okay, wheel of names.
Wheel of
Sam, give us the thumbs up when we're ready.
One
Just
second.
1
Here
second.
comes the wheel of names cue.
We were
It froze.
It froze!
And we're on.
okay. I wish I had a better background.
Keep it
It's us. Wah-dum-ba-ba. So here's the beverage. Look at how nice it fits in my hand.
That's no beverage.
I mean, the beverage glass. Super comfortable. Love it.
Let's see some details on that glass again, because that was one of the prototypes we did for our brand new something else that we've designed for the website, which you all will be seeing, very likely the VIPs. First glance, first opportunity to purchase, but
And our winner tonight is
the winner that's going to be getting this piece, getting it either shipped to them or picking it up right over here,
if they're local.
Joyce
Keeps.
Keeps or Keps. Could be crepes without the R. I don't know, but
Stop
Joyce,
butchering names like your dad.
Joyce, congratulations. That's super cool.
You win. this
Another
beautiful
giveaway piece.
from the Glass Academy.
That's
Look at
right.
That.
Look at
That's
that
kinda
strawberry
cool.
milk in it.
That is strawberry milk all day.
Right? Like, I find it very interesting when it's thinner. Like, so there's all these surprises in the glass that you notice once you fill them with beverages.
Totally.
Like when it thins
That's a
out right
beautiful
there.
piece. That's a great water glass. That's an everyday glass right there, folks. So congratulations to Joyce. Congratulations, everybody, for watching us again and for being a part of 146 shows. We're going to keep it rolling because we love what we do.
Another mug?
Let's see what the time's like. Yeah, I think we got
Yeah, we
time
got
for maybe a mug, and then we'll do a giveaway.
Giveaway.
I think that sounds really good. Very good.
Is there a batch? I saw a batch.
Yeah,
Let's go
batch,
batch hunting.
that's pretty funny.
Batch hunting? There was a batch. She was moving this way. I don't know. But look at the Valentine table. I don't see her. Look at them. I heard her jingle. Okay. What are we making,
All right.
Jake?
Okay, wait. I want to go back to
Oh,
something.
we're going back.
Before we did Wheel of Names, I was saying who saw that Lucy and Desi Arnaz, the one with Nicole Kidman. The movie's so crazy because it's talking about this period in time in history. In the movie, the guy's like, you have to understand, when Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz went live with I Love Lucy, 60 million people were watching. Like 60 million. That blows my mind. They're like, you're lucky if you get 10 million watching a series now.
Yeah.
60 million people, and that show was live.
Back in the day.
Right? So like when we have a blip here in tech, it's just like, okay, that's nothing. There's
Not the end of the world, I guess.
yeah, there's not 60 million people watching us. And if there was, you know what you do? You just pretend it is what it was.
Speaking of the people that are watching us and that are supporting us and are signing up for our membership now, we are going to have a way at the end of the show, the week following, whenever you sign up, we're going to add your names and we're going to have those names running. And if you're not interested in that, let us know, send us an email, reach out to us. But at the very end of the show, we're going to let those names run of our patrons of the art, of our supporters, and the people that are VIP members of the Glass Academy, because it's really cool to recognize those people. We recognize names, we say names of the giveaway people, and that's a beautiful thing as well. But to see the people that are actually supporting what we're doing is pretty sweet.
Yeah, like when you go to the Detroit Institute of Arts, there might be a donor wing, and you'll see the names of all the people who have donated. Yeah, so you can put us in your will. You can.
Don't put it in this. That's going on the floor. Don't think.
Nice.
I was teasing. But what I'm getting at is people who leave a legacy. You see it at other businesses, and so we thought, well, we should honor our customers in the same way.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why we came up with that.
So we appreciate your support, and without further ado, let's
Okay.
get into a mug.
I need 4 words or more. What color we should make this next mug? Put it in the chat. 4 words or more. You can't just say purple. You have to go purple, purple. People
I
eaters.
love purple, do purple.
Yeah. So 4 words, and I'll pay attention to what color you're saying while Jake gets started.
And it's not really pronounced purple, it's pronounced the perp. And that is what we use here at the Glass Academy, folks. It's the perp. So use that
go
answer
over
to
the
sign up to
mugs
the
real
Glass
quick.
Academy Addicts.
All right, so we got our mugs again. Look at all these great guys here. This has got our threaded ribbon technique going there as well as this blue chrome one, so you can get it in blue chrome or in just a plain old blue with a great little kind of beaded thumb bit. And here is Slug for Scale on our iris. Oh, that's also a thread tester right there. And we also got a green version over here. Nice lime green. And this is a great kind of red tinted brown, so kind of like a burnt sienna with a great kind of bezel here. That's really kind of bevel. I love that. So look at all these mugs. And we got this guy here
Cold.
with, I think this is iris brown. So this is a brown gold here with, I think cerulean. And then we took a clear stringer bit and we just kind of spaghettied it on the surface. So that's really sweet looking. Look at all that inside there. Isn't that pretty cool? All of these have different objects to them as you kind of turn and twist and maneuver the glass. So that's always really fun. And it looks like Jake is pulling out the color that we picked.
We got our color, folks, and as always, one of the hottest demanded colors is the perp.
The perps. The perps.
Almost lost a lip on that one. But we do have
That
the
one right
perps
there.
out here, and that's actually looking really blue, but I promise you it is the perps. And what we're also going to do is we're going to combine that new color pattern with the perps. So, Michelle,
So we cannot do recycle. I like the perps and recycle idea. The recycle tank is too cold right now.
And the reality is you put purple on recycle and it gets real dark real fast.
Unless it's opaque purple,
Yeah, that's true.
you know? All right, they like the idea of purple.
So we're doing the perps.
We're going to do the perps, and we're going to have, would you like to bring a white spiral trail, thread trail?
Yeah.
Still don't have a name for it yet.
Oh, so the body's purple with a white trail.
Correcto.
All right,
Okay.
Marcy, you good on the camera?
I got it.
All right. Marcy's got the camera. If you have comments, you can check on this.
Ooh. That glass is getting hotter. It's tough to take a large gather, but I got the right amount. You could start that trail right up.
So Jake is just mushing it into the perps container here. Make sure he gets all the
Mushing.
way to the very tip of it.
I love
Make
that
sure
subtle hint.
You didn't even have to notice it. Oh, I'm trying to be so subtle here. But he is definitely giving this a good, healthy schmeckins.
I'm gonna
Can't
give
do
it a,
too many with this particular perps because if we do too many coats, it gets really dark really quickly.
real
Like,
dark.
Giving it a Van Gogh twisty bubblesness to it. And then he's gonna
Jake, you want the
spiral
tip
the end a little?
Little bonus color pattern texture action. This one's gonna be popping with action.
Very tasty cup is coming up, guys. Very tasty cup. Look at these two using the whole together.
Das
And Jake is going
Wohl.
to actually press all that glass that he twisted up together into one smooth, continuous form so that it is easier to blow the bubble out. If it is not a smooth, continuous form, it actually becomes very difficult to blow it out evenly, which just screws the whole piece in general.
Yeah, it's
Isn't that right?
treachery from the beginning.
Yeah, that kind of happened last week, didn't it?
A couple times. It was not nice.
It was not fun. Thanks, Nicole. I see you on the chat here. Oh, we got a suggestion of how to name it. Tiger ribbon.
Tiger ribbon, interesting.
That's interesting. That's a fun one.
Spin?
Yep.
Twisting and spirals and mixing
Nice.
and the mashing.
The white's gonna look good. It's got a
This
lot of
contrast-
texture to it.
This contrast is going to be sharp.
Real sharp.
Really sharp contrast.
There's something you learn every new time you do a color pattern, and by the time we've done a year of these mugs that we're gonna put on the website, we're probably gonna be doing them completely different than we're doing them right now. But I did just notice in her doing that having it a little colder and having a little more texture might have more optics in the glass. We're gonna see how it turns out here, but it definitely went on different than usual. That's what happens when you work with different glass blowers.
You can kind of see the contrast of the color when you're rolling it there. Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
I'm gonna superheat this. This white's a little stiff compared to the purple right now. So I need to really squish it in there nice and smooth.
That'll be fine.
Boom, there it is, folks. I think we're going for a tall and cylindrical one here.
Okay, I've got another shout out.
Shout out.
After this, Granger sent us the first run of our videos
Nice,
together.
I was gonna ask.
Yep, Bean sent it over. She's got 3 videos for us to take a look at.
Amazing.
Michelle's going to blow in the
Blow.
pipe here as Jake focuses on the side
Good.
walls so that they don't blow out and these elongates in a way. Now jack line.
That's
Jack
got
line's important.
serious texture to the white. That's looking good. Nice.
Yep. So that's the, let's see, Granger. Does everyone know what Granger is? I think we talked about this before. It's like a Home Depot of parts. And they came and did a filming here at the Glass Academy back in December. And so when those videos come out, we'll let you know.
Pretty detailed. I think we mentioned now we had the drone. They had a drone
Oh, that
flying
was so
around in
fun.
here.
They
All
really did.
kinds of
Yeah.
crazy
I wasn't
stuff.
here, so I don't know what was going on.
Glow light. Good.
They had the drone going overhead and it like everywhere who had paper on the tables, they all just went flying.
Yeah,
That was
it
funny.
was crazy.
Like, why are those papers flying off? The drones are so quiet. I had no idea. Like, you wouldn't even know it was there.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Kind of needed to be quiet if you're doing videos,
Yeah, right?
especially if it has audio to it.
Yeah,
So that's really good stuff to have.
yeah, it was cool.
Will
Paddle?
you cap it?
Sealing in that air, allowing us to force
Good.
the bottom into the piece here.
What are we doing for a foot?
We're gonna do a gold foot.
They're really gonna give this the full 9 yards of this.
Yeah, we are.
And Michelle didn't have her mic on again or something.
I did. I turned it off.
Oh, you just turned it off.
Gold foot, about like that big, not too big. And we're gonna do a foot I haven't done in a while. We gotta push the limits here and give it a shot. It's gotta be super juicy. And we're gonna go for, it's kind of like a flower on the bottom. And I'm actually gonna cut it around like 179 times all the way around. I'll have you count them as we're doing it, Marcy. And then I'm gonna
I'll count them.
stretch it out like the last one, and it's gonna be hardcore.
We'll count them.
It's tough.
We'll count them all, right, guys? Count them all.
If you can't count that fast, you know the slug's got your back.
Yeah.
Look at all the tools we got out here tonight, folks.
We ain't got all of them. We've used
This
them
is
all.
what we call locked and loaded.
Oh yeah.
You got the looping shears, we got the flat crimps out here, we got the handle looping tool. All right.
Oh, it's fine.
It looks good. Yeah, are you ready? That's beautiful. Let's do it. I got distracted there.
Keep it nice and symmetric. Nice. With taps and paddle-ins. And cut. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
178, 79. Squish like the wind.
So he cut it, and then
Good.
he flattens it, flaring it like so.
Nice.
You will see that all in a minute.
Awesome. Funny. On a counterweight, if we got one up.
See if I can get a shot of
If
this.
you don't have one, that's fine.
Straighten out the foot. Very necessary.
Now, you know when you make these things by, this is something I've became unfrustrated by, is a lot of times when you do this style of foot, you've got one side that's just the tiniest bit wider than the rest of the mug. And that's actually, especially for this tall shape, it's a beautiful thing because you put the handle right where that wide spot is, so that, especially on a taller mug, it has way less opportunity to be a leaner, like we were worried about with the slug.
I honestly didn't know that.
It's a really cool thought, and I used to just get frustrated. I'd be like, dang nabbit, it's not perfectly round. What am I doing?
There is
now
a
it's
process
actually
and
a good
reason
thing.
for it all.
Yeah, it turned out pretty cool. All right. Light push.
And into the hole we go. Now we have the yoke on these rails here. So when
Yep.
we're doing larger pieces, it's actually easier for us to put them in and out of the hole and for us to kind of balance the rod itself as we're doing this. Some people like it back further, some
No.
people like it forward. It kind of has a preference, and you do what you need to, which is fun.
Forgot about it.
And then also there's
And those guys are
where
debating
they have,
what
like,
they
the
do.
plastic if you don't wear tinted eyes.
But make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's only $5. If you can't subscribe, that's totally okay. We're working in some things, maybe like gift subscriptions, gift pieces. So give it some time. No fret. If you can't afford it, we don't care. We're just glad that you're here, you're watching, and that you're enjoying everything we're doing. So
Couldn't have said
welcome
that
all.
better.
Welcome everybody.
Taking it to Pluckland.
Pluckling?
Yep,
Plucking?
Pluckland.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
180.
When you're
How many did we get there, buddy?
when you're a beginning glass blower, you pluck something out like that, and you're like, oh, it's beautiful. It's done.
Yeah.
Every student does. Oh, I planned it that way. Look at how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, we've all done it.
yeah, we've all done it. You
I
know,
don't
you give your
remember if I've done
favorite.
that.
No?
I don't think I've done that. I don't
When you're
recall me doing that.
in college, you like give that piece to your parents. Look, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I was actually going to save a piece of color, and then someone like made a pulled flower out of my color, and I was like, this plucking is weird. I'm like, my color, no. Color's expensive. Even
I'd
back then.
say.
Okay, now a handle.
Oh, yeah.
And what are you thinking for the handle?
Thinking it's got to be gold.
Okay.
Gold.
Can I get a quick view
Look
of
at that tall shape. That's my favorite shape by far. A lot of action going on in there.
Oh, yeah.
You look, check out, I don't know how well it'll focus, but the inside is looking even cooler.
Can't really see it through the camera because of the way the gimbal works, but
It's cool. You got the swirls, the purple swirls backed by the white, so you see them popping even more.
yeah, it's really cool, guys. I really wish you could see this, but it's so hard to see it through the camera. And Jake is currently torching the punny to make sure it's nice and spicy so it doesn't crack on us later.
You know when you can see this, though, is Sunday's annealer reveal.
Yeah, so we can talk about that too.
Every piece we make is going to cool down overnight, so we're going to finish it up, and we've been putting them in there all night, filling it up with all kinds of sweet product, and at the end of the day, we'll turn it down. It's going to cool down. We do an annealer reveal on Sunday. We're going to show you all the finished products in their true color and in the finalized form, and we will be able to hold that with our hands, zoom all the way into it, and
Wait
get great in-depth looks at what's going on
Didn't we
with these
just
pieces.
change that?
Yeah! See what the slug mug looks like.
Thursdays? Well, maybe we're doing them on Thursdays, but you know we do an annealer reveal, and it's on one day or the other this week.
Thursday or Sunday.
We are in transition mode to the fullest, folks.
So bear with us. Do bear with us.
One more Marver. Beautiful.
Nice
This is
good
about to go
rollout.
on so nice. I know right where it's going, right on that wide spot.
I can kind of see it. It's actually by the X that you like to stick it on.
It's perfect. It's literally perfect.
With push and the sticks
Nice
and the
handle.
pull.
Thank you.
Michelle will carry it away. Wow, that is some skill. You've gotten good at those handles, man.
They're coming on easier all the time. I love it. They're so fun to do. And then I think, I don't know. What do you think?
I think no clear, either a clear saddle or none. I think the focus
think
is on the
none.
white.
Little water droplet, maybe?
The white one?
No, I think white would distract.
Yeah.
I like looking at the pattern. Do you want clear?
Clear
or-
water droplet? Sounds good to me. Let's just do a real tiny one.
Okay,
And then you can save what's left for the
the stamp.
Stamperoonie. There's so many angles to keep straight on a handle, it's insane.
Do
Yeah, Peter. I wish we could do a stream every day, but we do not have the time, unfortunately.
do
and
it
that
like
would
an
be a lot.
M&M, like kind of flatter.
Okay. Give it a little squish down.
Chris
You
says
know, like
that was
when
a buttery handle drop.
Like when the drop sits on a leaf and it kind of rounds itself out. You do whatever you want. That's
I don't
what I
know
was
what
thinking.
you're talking about. We'll talk about that for the next one.
Chris also approves of the water drop.
Yeah, I know that's a favorite of his. It's a favorite of mine as well.
And
It's a physical favorite. The thumb really appreciates it. If you're not in sync with your thumb's appreciations in life, then you best figure
Chris,
it out.
stop with the butter.
Okay.
He's taking up chat with butter.
He said that was buttery before I even sat back down on the bench. I don't know how he's so fast.
Watch the squish.
This thing's clean.
This is a very nice and straight mug.
So you've seen all these mugs happen tonight, folks. These are going to be for sale. And these are going to be sweet. We're going to get the iridescent bling on this guy, but look at that action. That handle went on beautiful.
Now you can really see those threadings. of
Oh,
the
yeah.
ribbon and how they do that weird fade. That's cool.
Yep.
Shell in the back. Flip.
A little
flipsy.
less.
You can see the flames kind of coming up around the hole here.
Woo! We'll do one more and then we'll knock it off.
Look at that fire.
That is absolutely
Fire!
blinging.
Back with the fire. There we go. Fire. Fire, 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 fire.
There's our iridescent gold, folks.
Nice.
Yeah, that gold
Spicy.
is really nice with the purple.
It's super nice. Purple and gold. It's the colors of royalty, folks. We are the Royal Glassmakers out at the Michigan Renaissance Festival.
Don't worry about that until next fall. Next fall, guys.
Thank you, Marcy. Well done.
Just had to eat a slug to do that. Oh, there's no video of that either. Darn it.
All right. Look at those eyes on that slug.
And the
Those are the best eyes,
mother-son duo
sure.
at it
Woo-hoo.
again, having so much fun.
Super awesome.
Look at the family love.
Oh,
All right, so we
yeah.
have time for a giveaway, and Marcy's really enamored with the slug. So we could do a slug for the giveaway, or we could do a twist cup. What would you like to do? How about you guys on the chat? Tell us what you want to see. Do you want to see a slug or a cup? Slug or a cup? We'll go check
If you wanted
those.
to see a tumbler, do you want to see our one of our new styles of color pattern? At least just the thread. Well, or no? Should we not?
You can't
Okay,
give 'em
slug
too
or
much
cup,
in one
guys.
night.
Just
All right, all right.
4 words or less, slug or cup. 4
4 words or more, slug or cup. Lay it down upon us,
Blast
folks.
us in the chat.
What do you want?
And we've got big eyes.
Before the end of the show, too, we're going to do this giveaway. Are there
Slug.
more questions about the membership, folks? Our brand new YouTube membership, which we're going to start calling YT or something of the sort, because we know the algorithms don't like those name brands.
Did we ever think we'd hear a comment that says, I just joined and got my slug badge?
Yeah!
This is like so funny.
That's so awesome.
All right, cup, slug with a diaper,
Slug with a
cup,
just as
Baby
regular.
slug?
Baby slug?
tumbler, drinking cup, slug. Ooh. Tech support, what do you guys think? Because it feels kind of close. Slug or cup?
All right. We've got our YouTube selection in as well, and that is shooting for cup. Very good. It's decided. So
Oh,
Michelle
man.
was talking about a twist cup, and we love that as a challenge. Michelle, when was the last time you made a twist cup?
Don't make me make a twist cup.
The
Sorry.
twist cup.
That has never been one
Tornado?
of my.
No, the optic twist, the glass blowers challenge, tightest ribs.
Yeah, that's not
Oh.
my thing.
Let me show them. Let me remind these folks, and if they're new to the show, let's just go over briefly what a twist cup
Here's
is.
the one right here.
Here is one for an example for you. That is one style of twist cup. It has straight optics. You go into the mold, get the straight ribs, and then as the glass blower, you twist them as strong as you can. And let me show you over here the difference of a talented glass blower and a learning glass blower. A learning glass blower takes the twist and goes from straight, and then they go like this. It becomes a cup like this. It's nice to get some nice tight twist down here. I'm talking about the horizontalness of the twist, but then it'll fade up to almost straight again at the top. What I'm always shooting for, every glass blower is in their life, is to be able to do the super twist. Like
So it's
so.
a solid corkscrew.
Yes, basically,
Versus-
like threading.
Okay.
And I'm no pro at it. I'm doing the best I can.
There's
That's a pretty good example.
of the twist.
Yep.
Or these are
Straight.
straight.
Slight twist only because of opening the cup, but that's just product hazard.
Correct. And
And that's what we don't want when we do the twist.
everything we do is with intention here that hits the floor. But right now, we're going for the intentional super twist. And that's just a skill, a technique type situation. So we're going to see how good it works when we get the right mold.
Yeah, Donna, I think Mercy is obsessed with the purple slug. She seems to like it. It's having fun.
He's in outer space.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Something that's really difficult, I think, is doing a two-tone twister because the colors are different temperatures and they twist easier or more difficult. I really want to do a two-toner, so I'm going to pick two colors that I believe are similar in consistency. That's going to be this salmon,
Saban.
which is a beautiful color. We actually don't use that much, but it's a little less of a pink. It's got a little more hint of red hidden in there. And we're going to do that, and then to complement it, on the very bottom, I'm going to put the copper ruby, the kind of red, ruby red color that we made with that backpack. Not at all. Okay.
Michelle is on assistance. Okay.
you can talk, my mic's off.
All right.
So here we go. This is how you get that two-tone color fade.
So we roll onto one, shape it correctly, and then
Dip.
dip the other end
Yeah.
in.
The
and
roll
then
and dip.
Just to make sure it's an even color pattern.
Something's funny over there in our membership area. Oh, Chris.
So that comment to Chris about the spaghetti, yes, we don't eat spaghetti very often at all. And we kind of had this moment where we felt like being slugs, and what is slug food but spaghetti? So apparently he ate the leftovers tonight.
All right. We got two tones of color. Here comes the bubble. This is the first point that you can have something go wrong. If you leave a lot of thickness in the bottom, it's going to be really hard to get that really tight twist that we're talking about.
He's also trying to avoid the color that's now on the marver.
Precisely.
Like, look at this. Leaving all this smatterings everywheres.
Watch out for the smatterings now.
You make such a mess, Jake.
Not me.
You're the one that made it. Shush.
No one saw. Into the mold.
And then he's going to blow into this mold,
It is a little thick on the bottom.
forcing air into the bubble.
It's pretty thick on the bottom. We're going to see
Which-
what happens, folks.
Yes. But it also forces the glass into the ridges of the mold itself.
Precisely.
Giving it the nice. All right. All the nices.
be a good one. I got a little line on the bottom, a little bit of water, just flopping all over the place. So that's the starter twist. That's about half a twist. I'm giving it a super heat. I noticed that the copper ruby at this point is stiffer than is the salmon, so I was just heating up the tip a little bit there. Blow. Good. Blow. Good.
This is a very odd shape, Jake.
Blow.
Usually I'm at the other end of the pipe, so I can't see what's happening.
Good.
I'm just giving it air.
We got a good one, folks. We got a good one.
It almost looks like it's glowing two different colors, but it's actually just the colors themselves giving that weirdness.
Yeah. Colors give all kinds of weirdness. It's super cool. At this point, you want to get the cup done sooner rather than later, because the more you heat it, the more you're going to lose your texture. Low light. A little harder. Good. All right. I will take a cap on this one. One cap, please. Yep. It's been a beautiful day in the shop here, folks. If you haven't entered into the e-news to win this Twist Cup tumbler, do that now. Let us know what your favorite style of mug is. You can choose through the featured product pieces and let us know a number that you like, or just describe it in your own words. Alrighty. One putty. That came out pretty tight, folks. I do like. And the colors are going to be popping a lot more. They look dark now, but it's going to be that darker ruby on the bottom, and then the salmon's going to brighten it up near the lip.
Yeah, red tends to look pretty brown, kind of.
Does anybody know why that is?
It's just because it's just color. It's just colors being weird because they're hot and warm.
Yeah. I guess everything turns a pretty weird color when it's 2,000 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, when iron's too hot, it gets green.
What color are you when you're 2,000 degrees, Marcy?
I don't think I'm a color anymore. I think I'm just dust.
Dust.
I'm sorry. So let's not test that theory, please.
All right, that sounds good.
I'm not allowed to do that.
Fine. Sounds good. A little bit of cold metal. Let this thing break nice and clean, please, glass gods. And we're off.
Look at this mother.
Thank you. Can you get a zoom on that bottom and see that spiral texture, that pinwheel?
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
You're lucky I can do this.
I know. Not many people have figured it out yet.
You really gotta zoom in really tight.
You kind of just got to fill the screen with it.
A little bit, yeah. Like if I held
Take
a slug
notes,
in
Chris.
This, he would not be able to see it.
Chris, you taking notes?
He thinks everything's buttery.
This is a buttery shot. So I'm just heating up that lip. I'm trying to leave that bottom part nice and stable so that it doesn't crack at all, or it doesn't start to slump, I mean. And I'm gonna go for a puff and a trim here, meaning I'm gonna expand the size from the inside with a separate air filling device called the Sophietta.
And tucks. And the cuts.
It's good.
Michelle and I like to be on hand with the paddle in case it tries to, in case the giblets try to smack the cup side and stick to it again.
All we can say is watch out for the giblets, folks. You weren't zoomed right in on my forehead, were you?
Not on your forehead, just your face. Do you want me to?
Nah. Not today. Nice. Yes. One stamper. I think I may be ready. Perfectly two-tone. That's a nice, it's almost like a pint glass size right there.
Yeah. Yes, Sandy, we must watch out for the giblets.
Watch out for the giblets now.
They are underfoot and they will trip us.
Stamper. Steady hand stamper. The thinness of these two is kind of the next level of getting that great twist and having them be thin. So
I know people who can do the cup, and the cup actually flexes.
That's pretty thin. That's super
And
thin.
it's stable.
That's crazy.
Devin, you know what's up.
That's serious. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at it.
Just look
I wonder
at
if
it.
it flexes. We cannot test it right now. So Jake is just going to add little giblets of water on the bottom there. He's going to come over and knock it off here.
Oh, I like this color combo. Look at that work by Marcy. The Torch Master.
Kind of my thing.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow. Solid show, and we're done 3 minutes early for the first time ever in the history of the Gathering Point.
Got like 4 pieces start tonight.
Really good.
I like when there's more pieces and more variety.
I agree.
I like when there's more pieces and more variety in the show.
So let's
right.
take it over here. Maybe we got some final notes for anybody on the membership. Again, if you have questions, please ask us. Once again, here is the e-news question, folks. This is how you decide or you choose. You send this into enews@glassacademy.com. The email, send us an email and let us know what you think your favorite handle is on a Glass Academy handmade glass mug. And that's how you're going to be entered to win that tumbler that we just made.
There is a smattering of the handles along with our mugs.
Yeah, again, yeah, folks, these mugs are up all week long. These are our featured product for the day, for the week. This is the one that was featured on Facebook that got a lot of love. Typically, probably because it's so clean, but also blue is just the color. This one, a little bit of a dark background. You can hardly tell the iridescence in that handle. This is the blue chrome. We like to use this color a lot with your watery thumb bit up top. This is a great manly or kind of like Harley Davidson dark sweet steely mug. And we've got some beautiful pieces up. There's detailed shots of each of these mugs on the website, folks. Other than becoming a member and joining our brand new subscription program, this is how you support local businesses, folks. And I just read a podcast, listened to actually like 5 podcasts this morning as I was cleaning my house. This one was about, was a lot of cleaning. This one was about the supply chain disruptions and how so many things from Asia are backed up and in the ports, and there's nothing we can do about it. And it's a beautiful time to be buying local. And a lot of our color, there are supplies that we don't necessarily make here at the studio, but we get them from either Germany or I believe like Switzerland or something like that for the glass color and the glass itself. But everything's handmade here. It's all by us, our family, and the Glass Academy, and we're proud of it. So let us know what you think and talk to your slug friends tonight.
This is like the mascot of the show.
Totally.
All right, we appreciate each and every one of you. If we missed your comment, we'll read it later, so thank you. We appreciate you letting us know your thoughts. For those of you who jumped on the other platform, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you. This week, Thursday is the Anila reveal. Sunday is the experimental show. We're going to flip-flop them a little bit, see if that works better for some people. We found that the Anila reveal, the customers who had something special didn't like waiting. So we're going to flip-flop it a little and see how that goes. Again, we teach classes on the weekend, so we have to kind of manage all these moving parts. You're just seeing one little aspect. So, yeah.
We're going to give it a shot. Stay tuned, ask us questions, reach out to us, and enjoy the rest of your beautiful week.
Yeah, thank you.